Okay, so I'm going to be continuing in my series on Friedrich Nietzsche's Thus spoke Zarathustra. I've done a lot, but I still got a long way to go. I'm going to be doing we're still in part 1, of course, but I'm going to be doing part 1, section 10, which is on war and warriors. There's no distinct, I guess, way of going about talking about this section, so I'm going to be like reading quotes and discussing this. So, it's okay. I want you to keep in mind the Übermensch. Keep in mind, the typical themes that we have been discussing here, but also it's just what this is discussing. It's about in a way that you don't acquiesce with peace. You don't take peace because it's better to have peace. You don't take peace at the expense of losing the. I don't know. It's hard to explain. You don't acquiesce with peace at the expense of not fighting for what you believe in, or not fighting for your thoughts, as he says. So. Those still seeking knowledge must wage war for their thoughts. Vanquished in this contest, they may yet find cause for triumph in victory of truth. They must be like warriors, brave and without consideration for the feelings of others. That's Walter Kaufmann. So the whole thing here is, as I've discussed, the Übermensch, or the Overman, that's you don't take the path of least resistance, in which you are acquiescing. You can overcome that which man is, by creating rather than acknowledging what is created. So the whole thing here is that you wage war and you become a warrior for what your thoughts are. You wage war and you become a warrior in order to not acquiesce with peace when you could have had something way much more, and you don't really think about the feelings of others or anything like that. So you should love peace as a means to new wars, and the short peace more than the long. To you I do not recommend work but struggle. To you I do not recommend peace but victory. Let your work be a struggle. Let your peace be a victory. One can be silent and sit still only when one has bow and arrow. Else one chatters and quarrels. Let your peace be a victory. War and courage have accomplished more great things than love of the neighbor. I disagree with that, but the whole thing here is that you don't acquiesce for things. You don't give up. You continue to struggle for your thoughts or for what you think can be achieved. You don't acquiesce with peace when you could have had a certain victory. Now, how does that relate to the concept of the Übermensch? It does, because most people, a man, would acquiesce with peace in order, for everybody to be for everybody to be the most comfortable, to be the most happy. Man would acquiesce with things, and stick with what is easiest and stick to the path of least resistance. While you could overcome man and be a creator rather than acknowledging created, and you could fight for what your thoughts are, or for what you believe in, or for what you think you can achieve, and like all that kind of falls under his umbrella of your thoughts. What is good, you ask? To be brave is good. Let the little girl say, to be good is what is at the same time pretty and touching. They call you heartless, but you have a heart, and I love you for being ashamed to show it. You are ashamed of your flood, while others are ashamed of their ebb. Your love of life shall be love of your highest hope, and your highest hope shall be the highest thought of life. Your highest thought, however, you should receive as a command from me, and it is man is something that shall be overcome. Your love of life shall be love of your highest hope, and your highest hope shall be the highest thought of your life. You know, everybody has that. Everybody has a highest thought of their life, the highest hope of their life. Most people do not achieve it because of their desire to maintain happiness, maintain peace among everybody, and to acquiesce because it's apparently better for everybody. But what he's saying is that it's better for you to try to achieve those highest hopes, those highest thoughts, and to have victory in those things, in achieving those things. So there's a lot more I could probably discuss, because there's different ways you could think about things in this book. There's like in every section there's not that much text, but there's a million ways you could think about it. So I would recommend reading it, I guess, is what I would definitely recommend, of course. But this is definitely something that is not a easy read, especially if you are not, if you are not well familiar with philosophy, or if you're not well familiar with Nietzsche's work, this might not be easy for you. But there's just a lot of different ways you could think about the things that he says. But so I just wanted to, in these little videos I do about his little sections, I want to kind of keep things in like a bit of a, I guess, want to put some guardrails on things, put things in perspective a little bit, if that's possible with this work. But I'm going to continue with the next one in a different video. Not too much left until part 2. We're on page 50, and we have till page 80.